all of you?
Good.
All right. Doug and I have been dating for 6 months, and there are many things that I love about him. He's tall, he is super smart, he's got a really good vocabulary, he likes to read historical autobiographies. He has 3 computers, 2 of them he built himself, and he always wears these funny t-shirts that say funny things like, "I'll sleep when I'm dead," and with a shirt like this, "Who needs pants?" However, for everything that I enjoy about Doug and love about Doug, there are some aspects that I don't. Like, he smokes, and he has really bad phone skills. Our conversations are littered with awkward silences and pauses. How was your day at work?
Good.
Yeah, well, it was pretty good too. I got this huge project done that I've been working on for weeks, and it was great to finally be able to just finish it. And, I'm just excited to have some downtime and relax, and Doug also really enjoys this role-playing game called World of Warcraft that he plays every single night. World of Warcraft, or WoW, as Doug likes to call it, is a funny game that you play online with other nerds. Everyone adopts a fantasy online persona in a pretend world that has treasures hidden all over it and a quest to complete. Doug's online persona in this world is called Exavantar, and his character throws me off because instead of being a sleek warrior or a mystical wizard, Exavantar is a funny-looking effeminate gnome. And lastly, Doug loves to share his comments about movies with everyone in the theater. He's one of those people. You see, Doug thinks that he's the funny one in the relationship. I don't tell him, but I let him think he's the funny one. I'm the funny one. For example, a three-legged dog walks into a saloon in the Old West. He sidles up to the bar and announces, "I'm looking for the man who shot my pa." See, I am totally the funny one. So, it's a typical Friday night. I have just ordered a massive amount of Chinese food for delivery from our favorite restaurant. Doug is on the computer, deeply involved in World of Warcraft. He's laughing uproariously at something. He tries to explain it to me, but I can't understand what he's talking about. I peek over his shoulder, and his Exavantar looks especially flamboyant tonight, wearing a sparkly red vest and carrying a funny hammer. Instead of watching Doug play, I decide that I'm going to read, so I run upstairs to get my book from his bedroom. As I grab my book, I pass his dresser, and amongst the allergy medicine, spirit change, and Axe body spray is a folded sheet of paper. Now, I wouldn't have given the paper another look had I not noticed my name written in big bold letters at the top. I would like to preface this by saying I am not Snoop, but the delicious temptation of discovering an out-of-place piece of paper that looks like my name on top of it is too much for me to pass up. Would it be a love letter? A romantic jotting down of romantic date ideas? A poem of sorts? I unfold the sheet of paper, and it's a pros and cons list. All about me. The pro side is really short. The con side is almost to the bottom of the page. I read over the pros. It's so short it takes me just a few seconds.
Laura, pros. Trusts me.
Whoops!
My parents like her.
Oh, I've always been super good with parents.
Has a nice rat.
Oh, true.
Loves computer games.
Oh, not really.
Thinks I'm funny.
Oh, not really.
Cons.
I could honestly spend the next half hour reading them. That's how many there were. But instead, I'll present to you some of my favorites.
Reverts to low-brow humor.
No way! A three-legged dog walks into a saloon in the Old West. He sidles up to the bar and says, "I'm looking for the man who shot my pa."
She has a cat.
True. I can't help it if he's allergic to cats.
Too short.
I am 5'3". That is average.
Yes!
Needy.
I just want him to stop playing World of Warcraft for once in a while and pay attention to me.
doesn't spend enough time with me.
How does that work with being too needy?
Weak vocabulary.
I have a great vocabulary. I love spelling.
Always late.
I eventually get there.
She borrowed my Tom Waits CD without asking.
True.
She likes reality TV.
So you think you can dance.
That's really good. That was good.
Isn't smart.
Ouch.
Number 11, too pretty. Okay, that wasn't on the list. I just wanted to hear someone say I was pretty.
You're pretty.
Even though I had internally made my own pros and cons list about Doug, I'm insulted that Doug had written one about me, because here is the distinction. I didn't write mine down for him to find while he was swooping. Excuse me, grabbing his book from my dresser. I had the relationship decency to keep it up here. I folded up the note and I placed it back on the dresser. Am I being punked? I waited a few minutes for Doug to burst into the room and shout, "Just kidding, Laura's a great girlfriend! She's amazing!" But nothing. With resolve, I fold the note and place it back on the dresser. You probably think that right then and there, we break up, but we don't. On top of being too short, too needy, and not smart, Doug can add thrifty, because I realized that I had just spent a fortune on Chinese food, and I was not gonna let that go to waste because of a breakup. So I go downstairs, I eat as much of that Chinese food as I can, and then I broke up with him. Yeah!
That was Laura Bidgood.